In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to play a fingerstyle version of Snow Patrol's Chasing Cars. If you would like to hear a full playthrough of what this fingerstyle arrangement sounds like, please click the link below. This is a very easy piece to learn, entirely suitable for your first fingerstyle piece. If you would like to add more complexity, there are a couple of ways to do this, which I explain throughout the video. I'm going to be demonstrating it on this really dinky Taylor GS Mini that I recently bought, and I absolutely love it. So grab your guitars and let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, so let's just start this Snow Patrol Chasing Cars tutorial. I'm going to present it in the simplified version, and as we go through it, I will describe the steps that you need to take to make it a little bit more complex, a little bit more challenging. So in the beginning, what we do is we just bang a C chord on the fretboard like so, and then with our third finger, we fret the third fret of the top E string, okay? And that gives us the shape we need for our introduction, in which we are going to be playing the B string and the E string. We're just going to pluck each of those like so. That gives us our lovely introduction, and then we just grab the C chord. We can lose the third finger here now. We don't need it anymore. So we just grab the C chord, and when I say grab the C chord, I mean pluck it with the middle four strings, the A string, the D string, the G string, and the B string. Just grab it and pluck it like that. So the introduction into the first verse would sound like this. And now we introduce the melody. And the melody is the open E string, open B string, and then first fret of the B string. Just like that. Open E string, open B string, first fret, B string. To add complexity, what we can do is we can maintain a bass line. We can just keep the bass line going through it using the lowest note of our chord, and that would make the opening bar sound like this. So that's for players that are a little more advanced. Moving to the next section, we need to change chords. We fret second fret of the A string, like so, and we are going to be playing A string, D string, G string. That's our chord shape. And again, the melody is top E, B string, and the second fret of the G string. So that's the top E, the open B, and the second fret of the G string. Now I'm fretting that with my first finger because we've got a little finger juggle coming up, so this is a good fretting option. First finger on here, second finger on here. So I'll go through what we've learned so far. I won't bother to do the introduction. Just take it from the first verse when the melody starts. So we grab our C chord, we go open E, open B, first fret of the B string. And we change the chord, second fret, A string, open E, open B, second fret, G string. Now we have to, with our third finger, fret the third fret of the D string. So we're fretting this note here. And we can pluck these two strings, the D string and the G string. Now this is where we've got to do a little bit of magic. We're going to need the first finger, right, to fret a note. So in order to free the first finger, we take our second finger, which isn't doing anything, and we just drop it on the second fret. And then we release our first finger like that. Now this should be a seamless change. You shouldn't really hear it because we're dropping behind a fretted note. we're dropping behind a fretted note here. So it shouldn't make any difference to the sound at all. And then when we do it with the D string, fretted as well, you see? So that's a pretty handy way to negotiate the fingerings required for this next section. So let me just take it from what would be the G chord. You see? Okay, so we've had this little bit of finger changing magic going on from the melody. And then the melody is top E, B string, first fret of the B string. So it's just the same as the first bar. The melody is the top E, B, first fret of the B string. So the melody is the same as in the first bar. So I'll take it from the very beginning of the verse. Top E, B, first fret. Top E, B, second fret, G string. Little finger shift, top E, B, first fret. And then after that you just grab the C chord again. You just grab the C chord again, and that's that part done. And if you did want to increase the complexity, you just keep that bass note rolling all the way through. And there you are, we're at the chorus now. Now the chorus, let's go back to simplifications. So the chorus, you just grab the top half of a C chord. That's the G string, the B string, the E string, you just grab it. Like that. As you can see, I'm using my first, second and third fingers to do that. So I would grab it 3 times, and then I'd probably grab the bass note of the chord. Just for some added momentum going into the chorus there. Then we grab it again 3 times. You've got to change the chord and grab it 1 more time with the bass note of the chord. So C comes off, right? Apart from the first finger. We keep your first finger fretted. The 2 bottom fingers come off, and we refret on the second fret of the A string, and we want to play that A string, and we want to again just grab the top 3 strings of the C chord, just like before. And then we fret 3rd fret of B string, and we play the B string and the G string. So that part sounds like. You see? So if we just go from the beginning of the chorus, we grab 3 times and grab it all. Then we grab the top 3 times again. And change the chord now and grab it all. And then we've got to fret the 3rd fret. And we grab those 2 strings, the B string and the G string. And then we grab the top 3 strings again. And then we've kind of got to make an F chord. We haven't changed any fingerings there, we've just kept our fingers on, but instead of just grabbing the B and G, we're grabbing the top 3 just to give a little bit of a richer harmony. And then we have to fret what would be an F chord. it's almost an F chord. We don't fret the top E string because we need that to ring open because that's the melody note. And there's our additional melody notes. So we've got the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. That's the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open E string. And then we need to get our pinky to fret the 3rd fret of the B string. And then we release the 3rd fret of the B string and play the melody note, which is already here. 1st fret's already fretted. Okay, and then we now make a full F chord because the melody note transfers to the 1st fret of the E string, and we very quickly go. So that's 1st fret to open string, you see. That's all that's happening there while all these are in place. So we'll just do the F chord bar A and then release it. 3rd fret down again with the pinky, and then immediately take that off and 2 grabs, 2 plucks of the 3 notes of the F chord. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. Right, that's a little bit confusing, so I'll take it from the beginning of that last line of the chorus. Okay, so you've got your F chord with the open E, 3rd fret, release the 3rd fret and just play the D, G and B strings. Just like that. And then you play all 4 strings with the barred F chord so that your melody note is now the 1st fret of the E string, and then immediately release it to the open string. 3rd fret, we're just playing 3 strings now, that one, that one, that one, and then release that one. And then after all that, we just grab the C chord again. Okay, so I'll go through all that chorus and I shall explain as I go. So we start off with the C shape, and we're really just grabbing the top 3 strings. Then we'll grab the whole chord. Then we'll grab the top 3 more times. Change the chord, grab it all. Well, I say grab it all, we're not grabbing the D string. The D string is not played. We're playing the E string, we're playing the E string, B string, G string, and the low A. So we go 3rd fret, and we're playing the B string and the D string. And then we're playing the top 3 again, grabbing the top 3. And now we're in F territory. And then we just grab the C chord. And if you want to play this with the bass line sustaining, it does become kind of tricky. It's a little bit syncopated, but it would sound like this. And then a little outro that I invented. Again, we need to play the 3rd fret of the top E string, and we need to pluck the bass note of the C chord. Just like that. And then we change the chord, 2nd fret here, open B string. We take the 1st fret off, open B string, and we pluck the B string and the top E string, and on the 1st strike we pluck this bass note as well here. And then third finger frets the third fret of the D string. Like that, and then a full C chord. And that's the little outro section. Now, with the chorus, you can actually make it sound a little bit fuller, and you do that by, as well as playing the sustaining bass note, you can just add some chord tones just by varying where your first three fingers are plucking. So when you play the bass note, you can kind of add some chord notes like that. And that's going to sound a little bit like this. Outro section. Third fret down. And that's Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars, Fingerstyle.